With Christmas in the rearview mirror, we can look ahead to the new year. This week, I put my full attention to the walnut beam wraps, so without further ado, my name's Adam. This is my renovation on Iris Street. Let's get into week 166. Let's make some more walnut beam wraps. As always, I start the beam by cutting its pieces to length. This beam consists of two pieces which are taped at the miter. The third side of this piece will tuck between the 2x6s that it's wrapping and the drywall, so I made this side out of thin strips to allow some flexibility and wiggle room during the install. Glue is applied to all mitered edges, and clamps are applied from every direction while it dries. On Thursday, some kitchen hardware arrives that I've been looking forward to. This first piece is called a butter bell, which is a kitchen tool used to keep butter fresh and spreadable at room temperature. It consists of two parts, a bell-shaped lid and a base. The base is filled with a small amount of water, while the butter is packed into the bell-shaped lid. When the lid is placed upside down into the base, the water creates an airtight seal that prevents the butter from becoming rancid while keeping it the perfect consistency for spreading. At least that's the theory anyways. Let's see how it works in practice. I also ordered these canisters for potatoes, onions, and garlic. I'm a big fan of everything having a place and everything being in its place. I'm also a big fan of Marie Kondo and her series The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. One of her core philosophies is that spaces in your home and the things in those spaces should spark joy. And hey, for me, that means matching canisters for my root vegetables. On Friday, I head up to Lyons for a trail run. Usually, I run at Heil Ranch, but it was closed due to muddy conditions. Fortunately, Hall Ranch, which is a mile up the road, wasn't closed, so I was able to log about 10 miles out there today. On Saturday, it's time to install the closet doors. I start by marking the framing shim locations with blue tape. My thought process was that these would be good places for the screw mounts, but in the end, I realized this is overkill and anywhere along the rail will work fine for mounting. Speaking of the rail, the next job is cutting it to length. This is just a chunk of aluminum which can be cut safely on my miter saw, but anytime I'm cutting metal, I go very slowly and very carefully. I want a clean cut, but also I'm afraid of being too aggressive and have something snag or get thrown. With the cutting done, I assemble the roller hardware, install it in the tracks, and ask my friend Michael to lend me a hand while I secure the mount with screws. Outside, I prep the doors for installation. They need to be cut to length, and when I do so, I end up removing the blocking on the bottom of the door, leaving a hollow opening. It would probably be okay if I left this open, but I want the doors to be solid, so I fill this void with blocking and wood glue. On the top of the doors, I affix the mounting hardware. In bedroom 2, I repeat this process, unpackaging the roller hardware and cutting the rail to length. Michael lends me a hand again, and we have the second rail mounted in no time. I guess I didn't get any footage of me actually installing the doors, but it's as simple as sliding the mount pegs into the receiving rollers and toggling their lock collars. Now that I have the doors installed, I can fill the closets with junk that I don't want to get rid of and at the same time don't want to keep. On New Year's Eve, I spend a little time organizing my kitchen. I have an extra shelf, so I trim it to length for use in my drink glasses cabinet. Short wine glasses and whiskey tumblers don't require much height, so I think this will be a nice use of space. I also reorganized my non-alcoholic drinks cupboard. On the bottom, I have my coffee mugs. In the middle, a tall shelf for protein powders and my athletic supplements, and at the top, a shelf for general storage of low-use items. We'll see if I keep this configuration. For now, I'm having fun tweaking the layout of the kitchen as I think of better ways to utilize the space. Anyways, that's a wrap for week 166. Thanks for watching, Happy New Year, and until next year, happy renovating.